Welcome to Sunday. Sunday means final round time of the F1 Clash weekend event. Red Bull Team Series event, as we know, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez both boosted. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video. Let's just quickly show you how we got on yesterday. So you'd have seen us drop, 7 points by the time we got to part way through. And we finished off really strong. We finished off with 4 lots of 47 to take 371. What about today? If you're eagle-eyed, you had already seen it, but so far, so good. 4 lots of 47 points. We've had 2 max accounts so far, but we've managed to get through them, which I'm very pleased about. So that leaves us P11 at the moment. 1 big hitter already in. So we've got to try and do the best that we can. We go to track 5, which is Belgium, which is a chance of rain. We've got Austria, Jeddah and Sao Paulo to round it off. So good luck to every single one of you. Let me know how you get on down below. And I've heard a lot of people have been struggling at Monza today. Race number 5 and Belgium then. Similar team score matchup. Only around 11 in it and in our favour. And it's a wet start to this session. But will it be wet in the race? Obviously a strong chance of rain. We qualify P3, P9 for Sergio Perez. That's an absolute killer. And it is going to be a wet start. 2 minutes 14. That makes it very interesting. And I'm going to keep on Kawhi because I feel like we may need an early stop. We're definitely going to need a quicker stop. But only 1 minute and 9. This is going to be interesting. We do need this good start by Perez. Come on, Perez. It's perfect. That will do. He doesn't get away very... Surely he goes up the inside here. And that is very, very okay for P7. And he's got the rivals ahead of him. We're going to try and get Verstappen in the lead. And can we get Perez through as well? We can get past one of the rival cars. And we can get Verstappen into the lead. And what about anywhere else? We're going to keep pushing Perez early on. We want to get past the rival. We can. We're into P5. If we can get another one, that would be perfect because these rivals are now pushing and we can't get through already. Come on. Perez looking at the back of Lewis Hamilton. He gets tapped from behind. We're going to keep pushing though. Hopefully make a move and we're through. So we've got a bit of a gap. Come on. 2 cars ahead, which are both very strong and capable Red Bulls. We're going to try and hunt them down. It's 1 minute until it starts to dry, but it was only 1 minute until it starts to rain again, and that's a good move. Rival just got through. We could have done with them and not getting through, and hopefully we can build a gap. We've got this Red Bull in front of us. Max Verstappen versus Sergio Perez. Usually only one winner. Hopefully not today. Pushing through, and we do take the lead from the Red Bull. We're going to push hard, and rivals just got through as well. That's not what we wanted. Because we could have easily had a nice gap, but they're through into P3. But we have got quick pit stops. That is our bonus part of this boost. We're going to push Verstappen now. Perez, we're going to try and build up some power unit. He's going to need this later on in this race to try and defend. Verstappen is pushing hard to try and clear. And he's doing pretty well at that. Perez holding fire all the time. Rival closes up. Will that hurt us? Will we double stack? Oh, we're going to double stack slightly. That could cause us some issues here. We need a quick pit stop. And we're out in front. So, we're going to try and just look after our tyres and power unit as much as we can. Because this rival has got less than 50% power. I might actually push early here. We've got rain coming in. We have got rain coming in 48 seconds. So we're going to push early. Try and grow this gap. I feel a lot comfortable pushing early and getting it out of the way. And then recouping some power unit. So, down the few corners to go. P2, P1. Perez into the final corner. 2 laps to go. Rival will start pushing soon, but we've got a decent enough gap to hold for now, and we can get some more power unit back. We'll clear Verstappen out the way of Perez. We don't need any fun and games here. And now the rival should start to push very shortly. So we've built up a nice gap. Not pushing yet though. And now Verstappen just clearing away. Heavy rain inbound again as we approach the last few laps. Rival still not pushing, but don't you worry, they will be very shortly. And let's zoom out a little bit. Is the rival pushing? Not yet. Now they'll probably start to push across the line, and we will just look after power units just in case. P1, P2, surely going to start pushing now, and they are. So we're going to push just so they don't give any danger to ourselves. Trying to manage this absolutely perfect. Verstappen's nice and clear, so is Perez. Rival is closing. We don't need to look after too much power unit here, it's more the tyres. But it's going to be a great start with a tricky enough matchup. Verstappen wins, Sergio Perez P2. That is a perfect 47 to start this video. Rival come home, P3 and P5. So let's look at the debrief screen. We'll show you how close it was on the team score. It was 11. That was all the difference that was. And you can see we both, wow, I had 2 level 7s. He had a level 8 Perez and a level 6 Verstappen. And the car was pretty much in his favour. So we ran a good race there. A very good race indeed. Here we go then. Austria, and it looks like we've got a real player. Let's see where they qualify and where we qualify. Fingers crossed it is decent. That's what we need. We need a decent matchup. It's a decent matchup, but they are more than capable of taking points. Very much so. And we get good qualifying. P3, P6. We need to score very, very well here. So Max Verstappen is going to go on to Hook. We are going to put Sergio Perez on Kawhi, and he's going to run 4 softs. So our race all comes down to this. Our GP hangs in the balance. We need some good starts, and we need Perez to get away well. We get perfect starts, but he's opened the gap, and the rival has taken it. That is not a good start. But here comes our rival again. We're just sorting ourselves out here. We take the inside line, and it is very much all systems go. Can we hold on? We can hold on. So this is going to be a very thrilling race, I feel. And the rival's still pushing. And here comes Sergio Perez on the softs. That is great, but he's quickly gave the position back. And now we are to-in and fro-in. This is going to be a thriller, I feel, already. It's going to be a blast. And hopefully we can get some 47s. That's what we definitely need. So we tow along, doing a 5-5. Rival looks like he's pushed a little bit. And why is Perez taking such a bad line? That's really hampered him coming out the corner. And the rival's going to get a bit of slipstream. And nearly takes over us. We're holding on just... Look at that. Real struggle. And we're going to let the rival go because we're going to just look after our power unit. Feel like we've got the stronger car and we're very close to running out of tyre. So we're just going to build this power unit up now. And we're going to just try and hold him up with Verstappen. I think it's working very nicely. And look at this for Perez. Makes a move. And the rival loses out as well into P4. Are we going to run out of tyres? We are, but I think we just make it back in. Verstappen carries on. Rival goes on as well. And we are out. So this is still got a good chance, folks. Still got a very good chance. Perez pushing all the time. You can see the rival's power unit is looking pretty good ahead of us. looking like they're doing a one-stop as well. Verstappen's in. He's put in a terrific race so far. And now coming down, he's coming out already. Rival's coming around on the mediums. Or on the soft, sorry. He's used all his power unit though. So this is a real chance that we have. We don't need to save much with Verstappen. We can just cruise. It's all about Sergio Perez. We might even try and hold the rival up because he's got a pit. Can we hold the rival up though? We're doing an okay job at the moment. Perez really just looking after power units. He'll need these for his life when he comes to pit now. He might. I don't think he's going to come out in any traffic though. So let's push him. We don't need to go around again. Let's take an early call. And the rival does come in as well. We need to get out ahead of that hard tyre. This is crucial. And crucial it be because we're out. This could be very well structured. Cobra K, good luck. It's been a great race so far. But we have got good power unit. The rival's pushing, you can see. Full power units, they're going to come hard at us. So we are just going to bide our time, look after the power unit, get 100% and Perez can fly to the end. And we are nearly at 100%. Rival's back in P4, now into P3, so they're going to come at us. And we are going to get a bit of traffic, but we don't need to push. We can push now and cement it with Perez. We can also just get rid of Bottas here because Bottas is being a pain. Rival is going to go full ham now, surely. And you can see Perez there as well. So we're just making sure that this is in the bank. There is loads of traffic out there. We are going to cruise down Verstappen. We're going to keep Perez going. And this is going to be a very good 47. It's absolutely chaos. Perez takes the win. Verstappen second. It is a great race. Very intriguing race. And a good luck to the rival. Because that hung in the balance. 47 points. Massive result. That is what we needed. 1.564 versus the rival. And looking at that. 5 Verstappen, 7 Russell. Car was pretty similar as well. Just the drivers that really stood out to be the difference. Race number 7. Including this one. 2 to go. Can we do the clean sweep in final round? Not sure if this is a bot or a real player as of yet. The matchup is slightly in our favour. Although qualifying does show a little bit different, but he's actually fairly close. And P3 and P5. So we're going to go on to the softs. We're going to start Perez here. We're going to put a bit of blocking on. And Max Verstappen, we are going to go with firework. So let's see how we get on. We're trying different boosts all the time to try and bring you the very best for strategies in the future. And what I'm thinking is a bit of speed and a bit of blocking around here might be perfect. And Verstappen does get away very, very well. And Sergio Perez settles in behind the Red Bulls. So still, even when he's in a different car, he's still behind a Red Bull. But he's away nicely. It's P1 for Verstappen. It is P3 for Sergio Perez. When you get to this section in Jeddah, you can almost conserve. There is no pace, basically, in this section of the track. So we'll keep cut down. And we'll keep an eye out on the track just to make sure nothing out of the ordinary happens. And down the straight we go. And what we'll do is we'll probably come back for mediums in future stints now, just in case of any which we believe are running safety cars. I do believe they are running. So we'll look after this now. We'll start to change into a race management style. And Verstappen will then cruise on the mediums. Still got to catch though. Still got to catch this soft tyre Sergio Perez. So it's never over until it's over. It's not service. We don't need to service. And Verstappen comes in. Sergio Perez. Big race for him. He's okay on tyres. We might do the same for Perez. We might just go hards and do 2 laps though, because he can't really do 3 laps on the medium. And here comes Verstappen, and he gets out just in the nick of time. Perfect. And then Perez, we will leave boosting. So the nearest rival is a good 6 seconds back. It is Sergio Perez on the soft tyres. We'll probably still go to mediums. I feel like we don't need to risk that much. We'll still be able to get round again. So Max Verstappen P2, Sergio Perez P1. Perez will come into the pits, and we hope for a very quick pit stop. And Verstappen carries on. We will push Verstappen and come out for the hards. What about Perez though? There goes the Perez of the Red Bull. And we are quite a bit behind. So we have got it all to do. This is never over until it's over. This could be a very tricky car to catch. And there he is, just ahead. He will come into the pits this time round. Be interested to see what tyres he takes. If it's hards, we should be okay. But here's Verstappen. Very good stint from him. Perez saving all the time. And Perez will be coming out. We'll probably take some mediums at the end of this, just to be sure. Here comes Verstappen. Be interesting to see what Perez has gone on to. It is the mediums, so he should pit again. So Verstappen, we won't push yet. We'll just build up power units. And then through here, Perez we will cut down. So, can we pull off 47 at Jeddah? It's looking relatively okay so far. We'll go to mediums. We could go softs, but I just feel like if we need to, we can still push Perez. And he is in. So Perez pits. P3 is not that far away. You can see in them coming into the main straight. Perez still in his box. And it's going to be close between the two of them. Crucially, Perez is ahead of us. But can we get him back? Can we get him? Any room in the inn? Please, sir, let us past. Round the outside. Oh, he's lagging everywhere. We can't get him. But surely he'll pit. Surely this Red Bull will pit. He's never doing 3 laps. Surely not. Surely he's got to be in. I mean, he might do 3 laps. We're going to have good power unit, though, either way. Surely he boxes now. No. Sergio Perez does not box. This is interesting, then. Can we take this back? This is all comes down to this. Surely now. Yes, we can. Surely that Perez is going to struggle at the end of this race on them tyres. And it is Max Verstappen that leads from Sergio Perez. We have taken the lead in the very last lap with both cars. And that should be that. Looking at the tyres, surely he's about to run out. Is Perez. Pulled a gap already, he's conserving them. And then he's out. Last corner, he's gone. So we would have took him anyway. He's going to struggle down that straight. But Verstappen wins. Sergio Perez in second, with AI Perez just crossing the line now. It's another 47 points. It's 47 points. So, we'll let the rival cross and we'll check who we were up against. P4 and P6 for the bot. And you can see the matchups. 1657 versus 1642. And we were got level 7 and level 6 fairly close on the drivers. And the car, speed over cornering. But we all know cornering trumps speed. Here we go then. It's Brazil, where titles have been decided in the past. It's a decent matchup in our favour by around 60. Believe maybe a bot. We'll wait and see. But Max Verstappen qualifies P3, Perez P5. Perez will do a 3-3-3 on the Kauai. Max Verstappen will do a 5-5, and we're going to take that hook again. Read it up pretty quick. Does that mean it's a real player? Hards and mediums doesn't look likely. So come on. Last big effort from us here. Max Verstappen, please take a middle racing line. Can he get past the Red Bull? He can. What about Sergio Perez? Perez into P4, following Perez and Max Verstappen closely, and into turns 3, we get him. Or turns 4, whichever corner it is, doesn't matter. We're into P3, and we are now behind Max Verstappen. Verstappen on the mediums. Probably key that we make a move, and we get that move done. So already we're into P1 and P2, but this is not over yet because we've got such a long way to go. Especially pitting twice, we're going to have to just eke out the time with Perez. And here he comes on his teammate, who doesn't let him doesn't let him past very easily. The rival's pushing though, and I'm more worried about the rival on a one-stop, if I'm honest. We're going to come back for softs here. We are continuing to push quite hard. We could go to hards and just do 6 laps, but that's not a bit of me. What's the gap at the moment? 5.5 seconds. So this is still, could be a little bit difficult to do a one-stop against. But let's find out. We're into the pits. Need a good stop. We've got Kawhi. We're going to hoping to take advantage of a quick pit stop. And he comes out. So there goes the Red Bull. Here comes the rival. And it looks like we are in to P3. And it's not very far behind with better tyres as well. So as long as there's no dramas, we should be okay. You never know. We need a bit of race management in this race, I must say. Verstappen goes on. He'll be coming back for mediums. Once he does that stop, he'll be good. Perez, move on Verstappen. Job done for him as well at the moment. So he's back in line with the field, with having to pit. You can see the rival back down the field, just pitting for hards. So they'll be pretty slow. And we are comfortable to do one more lap, I believe. And hopefully there's no safety car. And now we can push. We're going to push with Perez. Get him out the way. There goes Verstappen. There goes the rival on the hard tyres. We don't need to beat him out. We will anyway because it's fun. And we are into P2. Really liking this hook boost. So this hook boost gives 10 race start, 25 cornering, and a bit of servicing. We don't really need the servicing, but race start and max cornering we'll take every day of the week. And now we're looking good. Perez on that one, well, 2 stop versus the 1, comes out ahead of Max Verstappen. Doesn't have to conserve any longer. These two can run to the end. 9 laps, remember here. Gone are the days of thinking it was 8, because it used to be. And Perez, 1 lap to go after this one. He starts lap 8 of 9. No safety car is going to ruin us now. Maybe Sonoda will, you never know. But we're past him already. Rival pushing, power unit, but won't get anywhere near. And this is going to be the perfect response to a very tricky day yesterday. It also puts the pressure on the rivals to go and score perfect. A 1-point drop could hand us victory. You never know. But it's been a great round. We've had some tough matchups. Not so much on stream now. But Zandvoort and Monza are both max bots. And we managed to come away with that. Especially with some changing weather, which helped massively. But Sergio Perez leads the title fight. He comes home in P1. Remember to hit like on the video if you've made it this far. Let me know how you've got on down below. We have done a max final round scoring 376. And that is quite, well, there's nothing quite about it. It is perfect as a final round goes. 1657. Let's quickly show you. Level 6 Verstappen was lower than ours. And then car, well, the car was actually, doesn't have higher stats overall as a total, but the cornering was higher than ours, which is interesting. We miss Virtue. Not having it at high level kills us. So that is final round done. We are the first to hit a 376 of this group today. And that just looks pure beauty sat in front of us. We started off the week with a perfect 188. We had some tough races yesterday, taking a 371. But today it remains, and we get back to a 376 final round. So who can beat us, you might ask? Well, you'll be no surprise to see our nemesis and very, very sound guy, Musso. He has gone for 188, 376. So if he takes 376, he'll be taking P1. Another Elite Alliance holds the second best score, Tex Motors, and he had a 374 and a 187. So Tex Motors and Musso will both beat us if they score 376, but if they drop 1 point, we get P1. It's been an absolute blast. We've had some great racing, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know down below how you've got on this weekend. Fingers crossed, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's continue doing all the good things on F1 Clash.